know what a Sacred Heart crowd can be like, and I have too many years of being spoiled rotten by the kindness of students, and I appreciate it. I promise you that this afternoon, you're not going to want to look sideways or start talking to your neighbor at the back, because we have the privilege this afternoon. I want to introduce to you a young friend of mine. I say young, he's a little younger. He has something to say, and it's basically his life. And what he's going to talk to us all about, regardless of how old or young we are, is what happens when people don't make good choices. So without further ado, it's our privilege to introduce you to Mr. Kevin Brooks. Kevin?
Tell you a story today. It's a personal story, some experience I've been through in my life. I wanted that night was so loud, a clear friend's mom came down to the car and said, "Kev, you should be driving." We drank it. My response, just had a few, which was a lie. And beyond that, there's an open case of beer beside me that I was going to drink more of. Grab another one, drink more of those, party all night, just go wild like I always did, drive fast, do stupid things. And that was me. But I do remember stopping for maybe a second or two, turning around and just looking at my car. And I stopped because I had a gut view. I mean, something inside me was holding me back. I even remember hearing my voice in my head just saying, "Kev, shut her down. Call it a night. For once, just go to bed, end it here." I got a 15-pack of beer and hopped back in the car and headed to the last party of the night. All I really remember is putting those beers in the fridge. But I know they didn't stay there long. We were definitely slamming. Around 3:30 in the morning, I guess we're leaving. We're all leaving around 3:30. There's 83 old school hockey bikes. We're all drunk. We shouldn't be driving. My friends are smart, they call a cab to get home safe. Now cab's a great option. Chip in what, $2, $3, $5 each with your friends to get a safe ride home. I'm sure there are people out there who don't want to spend money on the ride home. What if that $2, $3, or $5 meant your health, or your friends, or your life? Do we hesitate then? We put a price on that. Brendan decides, my old school hockey buddy, he's not going to take the cab, he's jumping in with me. And away we go. I do vaguely remember driving past an old high school, coming down a hill and stopping at a red light. But I chose to party some more. I took a left. A wrong turn. I tried to take this corner, a mellow little corner that I always ripped around fast in my car. And that night I didn't make it. I just kept going straight. I didn't make the corner and I struck just a little curve. A little curve. It was enough to launch the car into the air. It flew over the curb, over another road, and just boom. Hammered front first down in this grassy area. And at this point in the story, my family, like most people at 4:30 in the morning or whatever time it was on a Sunday, they're in bed sleeping. And the phone rings. And it's that dreaded call. It's a call I'm sure no one in this room would ever want to get about someone you love and care for. And I will guarantee every single person in this room that no one who cares for or loves you ever wants that call for you. My families woke up to learn their son, their brother, had been in a horrible crash. And it was bad. It was so bad they should get to the hospital because it might even be the last time they see me alive. They're in shock, to say the least. When they got to the hospital and were led into this room to see me, it didn't look like me. Through it all, my mom was there. She was there by my side. If she wasn't there, she was on her way to get me through. And then I wake up, and there's my mom. And she tells me I'll never walk again, and I'll never run again, and I'll never skateboard again, I'll never play hockey again, I'll never snowboard again. And instantly my world, everything I love, is just shattered. And I'm like, no, no. And I remember just saying, please let my friends be okay. Because there must be people with me. And I started guessing who would have been in there, in that car with me. And each person I guessed, my mom said no. I ran out of names. And a sense of relief came over me that, you know what, at least it was just me. Maybe I'll learn to deal with it. And I still thought I would walk away. The worst was over. My mom said, no, Kev, there's someone else with you. And I asked who, and she said, Brendan. How's Brendan doing, Mom? Where's Brendan? I said, Kev, Brendan died. He's dead. I'm really sorry. And all of a sudden, a horrible situation got way worse. And I didn't see that one coming. I'm terrified, horrified, saddened, sick to my stomach. Images start popping in my head of Brendan. growing up playing hockey, every hockey you could imagine, from ice to road to video game. I talked to his mom first. It was more sobbing, and then his dad. I remember his dad was trying to make me feel better. I'll never forget the words he said to me. He told me that they weren't going to blame me or hold hard feelings against me. The way they saw it, we both made that choice to hop in the car that night. I didn't force Brendan in the car. And he said, on any given night, Brendan partied, drove fast too. You could have been his passenger. The roles could have been reversed so easily. We're not going to hate you, hold this against you. It's not us. And the person that I see that is affected, that hurts the most, is that little girl up on that screen. Haley, my little sister, the person I love more than anyone. And it just breaks my heart to think that little girl's only wish in the world is nothing from her. She's wishing I'd walk again. And every time I tell the story, it's a little bit different. But one thing is always the same. There's always a chair beside me on stage. The chair's for a friend. The friend's not in Ontario. Not in person. He's never been to a presentation in person. He can't be because he died in the car. But I love to think he's chilling up here with me in spirit, watching over me and watching over every single one of you. Well, I tell you not really my story. This is our story. Only I'm left alive to tell it. And I'm telling you all our story today just straight up with one goal. So hopefully, our story or one like it never ever becomes your story or your friend's story. This is why we're here. And all that I ask is people in this room, please be smart. Look after yourselves. Look after your friends. And never let our story or one like it become your own. It's up to you.